Just a moment. Mary Poppins, what is the meaning of this outrage? Will you be good enough to explain all this?
First of all, I would like to make one thing quite clear.
Yes?
I never explain anything.
Mary Poppins is a 1964 musical fantasy comedy produced by Walt Disney, based on the book series by Pamela Travers. With songs by the Sherman Brothers, the film marks Julie Andrews' debut as Mary Poppins, a magical nanny who helps a struggling London family rediscover harmony. Here are the top 10 weird facts you may not know. Even if you know them all, I hope you enjoy the video. Stay to the end for a bonus fact. Number 1. The film was based on a book series by Pamela Travers, but the Mary Poppins of the page differs significantly from her cinematic counterpart. In the movie, she's firm yet warm and nurturing.
Item 1, a cheery disposition. I am never cross.
While in the books, she's far more severe and even a bit unsettling. Travers once described her as someone who never wastes time being nice. Mary even proposes turning the pigeons from feed the birds into pie.
Mary Poppins, don't you love us?
And what would happen to me, may I ask, if I loved all the children I said goodbye to?
Number 2. The word Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious was added to the Oxford English Dictionary with the definition extraordinarily good or wonderful. In the film, the word is used as a playful expression when there's nothing else to say.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious! Something to say when you don't know what to say.
Yes, well, I always know what to say. Go on, hurry along, please.
Though Richard and Robert Sherman, the film's composers, are often credited with inventing it and have said they coined it themselves, similar versions of the word appeared earlier.
For example,
Yes?
one night I said it to me girl, and now me girl's me wife. Wow.
Number 3. To keep the sense of wonder alive and capture authentic reactions, the filmmakers often kept the young actors playing Jane and Michael unaware of what was coming in certain scenes. For example, Jane's amazed gasp when Mary pours multicolored medicine was completely genuine.
I don't want it. I'm not...
The children were also completely fooled by the disguised Mr. Dawes. They had no idea he was actually Dick Van Dyke under layers of makeup.
Close your mouth, please, Michael. We are not a codfish.
Number 4. David Tomlinson is best known for his role as the buttoned-up Mr. Banks, who's wary of Mary Poppins and her magical ways.
You brought your references, I presume. May I see them?
Oh, I make it a point never to give reference.
Is that so? We'll have to see about that then, won't we?
But he didn't just play the stern father. He also got to have some fun behind the scenes, lending his voice to several animated characters, including a penguin and a jockey. On top of that, he was the voice of Mary's talking parrot, Umbrella.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mary Poppins. You don't fool me a bit. I know exactly how you feel about these children.
That will be quite enough of that, thank you.
Number 5. Matthew Garber, who portrayed young Michael Banks, had a notable fear of heights. This posed a challenge during the filming of the whimsical I Love to Laugh scene, where characters float up to the ceiling for a tea party with Uncle Albert. To encourage Garber to participate in the wire-harnessed stunts required for the scene, the production team offered him a bonus of 10 cents for each take he completed. Hey, if this content is tickling your fancy, please tickle back by tickling the like button. Thanks much. Back to the countdown.
We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Number 6. The bird woman, seen feeding pigeons on the steps of St. Paul's Cathedral, was played by Jane Darwell, one of Walt Disney's favorite actresses. At the time, Darwell was living in a home for the elderly and had retired from acting. But Disney personally sought her out and convinced her to take the part. Deeply honored, she agreed.
Not so fast, please. I can't understand a word you're saying.
What did he say?
He said you're welcome.
What else did he say? I don't think he said anything.
Number 7. The making of Mary Poppins was so difficult that it got its own movie in 2013, Saving Mr. Banks. Emma Thompson plays the no-nonsense author, Pamela Travers, and Tom Hanks steps into the role of Walt Disney, as he tries everything to convince her to let him adapt her beloved books. Over time, the two bond, mostly over their complicated relationships with their fathers. Mr. Banks was inspired in part by Travers' own dad.
No. Responsible is not a word.
We made it up.
Well, unmake it up.
Number 8. One of the most beloved songs in the film became an instant classic, but its origin story is just as memorable.
For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Songwriter Robert Sherman was inspired after his young son received the polio vaccine, not as a shot, but on a sugar cube. Sherman loved the idea of making something unpleasant easier to handle with a bit of sweetness. That simple concept sparked the creation of a spoonful of sugar.
Michael, did you hear the good news? We're getting a new nanny. Do you suppose she'll be everything we've dreamed? Oh, I do hope so. I've always imagined the most beautiful...
Number 9. Dick Van Dyke's attempt at a Cockney accent is often ranked among the worst in movie history.
Well, not Royal Academy, I suppose. Still, they're better than a finger in the eye, ain't they?
But he's taken the criticism in stride. In recent years, Van Dyke has defended himself with a laugh, explaining that his dialect coach was actually Irish and not much better at the accent than he was.
It was the worst Cockney accent ever done, but the guy who taught me was an Irishman.
Number 10. Julie Andrews' graceful descent with her umbrella may appear effortless, but behind the scenes, not so much. On the final days of filming, Andrews was suspended above the stage in a harness for one of the film's flying scenes. After hours aloft, she felt a sudden drop of about 6 inches. Despite assurances, the situation took a dramatic turn. As she was being lowered, the rigging malfunctioned and Andrews plummeted to the stage.
Let her down as gently as you can, and I plummeted to the stage. And then poor Joe's disembodied voice from the other end of the stage said, "Is she down yet?"
Here are 2 bonus facts. Now this is weird. The charming London scenes weren't filmed in England at all. They were actually shot on a soundstage at Disney's studio in Burbank, California. Even weirder, remember that cheerful robin whistling during a spoonful of sugar? That wasn't a trained whistler. It was none other than Julie Andrews herself. Thanks for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again next time.
As I expected, Mary Poppins practically perfect in every way.